Hi everyone, I'm Clark.
And I'm Kira, and we are the birth couple.
Welcome to our introductory video.
Hi everyone, welcome to our first video. Just an introductory video so you can get to know us. I'm Kira, this is my husband Clark, and we own Cambridge Birth and Parenthood. I'm a labor and postpartum doula. I'm also a childbirth educator, and my husband is a childbirth educator as well. We teach the classes together, which is really unique. There's no one else around here that does it. We serve a large area around Cambridge, including Guelph, Kitchener, Waterloo, some in Toronto, some London. And my husband here is going to talk about what we offer and kind of what we stand for.
Yeah, so hi, I'm Clark. As Kira said here, I am the childbirth educator here with Cambridge Birth and Parenthood. Kira is our lead doula. But what we focus on as the birth couple is educating couples, completely unbiased information. We want you to know all of your options going into your birth. So what we'll do before we meet with you is we'll kind of already have established what hospital you're going to be at. Are you doing a home birth, natural birth, not natural birth? But then what we'll do is we'll structure your course around you and make sure that we know everything about that hospital, that you're going to be having that birth in your home birth, get to know your midwives. And then what we'll do is we'll meet with you and go through all of your options. That way you have all the information that you need to decide what you want to do as your birth plan. Those plans we know and will inform you that they don't always go as you like them, but we want you to have an arsenal to back up your plan so you know kind of what's happening before it's even happening. The biggest trouble with birth that people have is not knowing what's going on around them, especially in a completely foreign environment with their first birth, but even subsequent births can happen differently. And then again, you're in the dark. So we like you to know everything that could possibly be going on at any point in time as much as we can. We love to do this in home. We love to meet with our couples one-on-one. We do group classes as well, but we find that people get way more value out of an individual class because you can ask the questions that you want, when you want, and get structured information for you and specialized information for you. We really focus on making sure that both parties of the birth are fully informed. So both the birthing mom as well as the birth partner, so the husband, the wife, girlfriend, fiance, whatever it might be, we want to make sure that you both know all of your options going in. The biggest thing that we have found in this industry and why we started this the way we did is because we found that the partner was kind of left out of the process in a way. So you might attend some of the prenatal appointments and stuff like that, and obviously you'd be at the birth, but you wouldn't be engaged by the industry professionals, so whether it be your midwife or your OB or even the doula. Now this isn't everybody, but we found it was definitely the experience of a lot of people that we knew and a lot of clients that we had talked to from their previous births, and we want to make sure that that stops. We were fortunate enough to have a midwife for our first two births, our only two births. We have two little boys. We had a great midwife team that made sure that I was extremely involved in the situation. I was at all the appointments, and they made sure that the appointments weren't just structured around Kira, they were also structured around me and making sure I knew what I needed to know going in, which was fantastic. So that's what started this. We really have a big passion for that, and again, that's why we find that the in-home personal private sessions seem to be a lot more effective and a lot more valued by our clients.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. It's just a little bit about what we kind of specialize in and what really started this agency. Just a little bit about us we'll talk about. We've been married for almost 5 years. We've known each other for 10? Yeah, over 10 years?
10, 11 years.
But we have two little boys, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and we also have a dog. We live here in Cambridge, and we moved here from Guelph
Yep.
in Our first birth was actually a home birth, which kind of was a spark and passion for me wanting to get involved in this industry to support women who needed support. You were wonderful. Our midwives were wonderful. And then our second birth was a C-section. He was stubborn, and he still is. And although we had the same midwives, it was a completely different experience, which also made me realize how much women needed support through C-sections and through postpartum and recovery for not just C-section, but for all births. It really opened my eyes to that and really drove this passion for starting this business, to be able to give really educated, unbiased support to all women, no matter how they birth.
Yeah. And so during our home birth, we had 2 midwives, and then we had a little bit of a team around us of family, which was great. So we kind of had everything that we needed to have a home birth. We were comfortably close to a hospital for the just-in-case scenario, because that's something that always needs to be considered with a home birth, is your proximity to care if something does happen. We were very fortunate. It went very smooth. It actually went very quickly, very, very quickly, to the surprise of everybody, especially for our first birth. But the result was amazing. We would have done, and we were planning on a second home birth if it wasn't for the difficult second. He was Frank Breach. And so we tried pretty much everything. Home remedies.
Yep.
We had
chiropractor.
Chiropractor.
And ECV. Yeah,
ECV, by the way, is essentially a baby flip that they do manually. So your OB/GYN that was monitoring us, and our midwives were there to support us through that. They were great. Some midwives don't do that, but our midwife team was awesome. They were there to support us through that appointment. The visual image that you get when that's happening is quite interesting. It's almost like an ultrasound. You could see the full outline of the baby, which is really cool. But he just didn't want to flip. So we ended up having to schedule a C-section, and it went very well. We had a great doctor. Everything went very smooth. Everybody was healthy afterwards, and a happy second baby boy. So that was our 2 different births, pretty much complete opposite sides of the spectrum for us. A home birth and then a full medical intervention for the second. But again, fortunately, it was a planned C-section. There wasn't any emergency or anything, so the risk of trauma was much lower for us. So that was good.
So I think that's about all we're going to talk about. And just a quick little introductory video, a little bit about us and what we offer. And we'll be doing more weekly YouTube videos. Hopefully, the goal is to have one every week. And we will be doing interviews with some people we may have connections with in the community, and we will be talking about various things. So if there's something specific you want us to talk about, always just go to our Instagram or our Facebook and let us know. And yeah, I think that was about it.
So through these vlogs, we're going to try to make sure that we include everything we can education-wise, as well as possibly interviews with industry partners, so other connections that we've made in our community, people that we work with regularly. So we'll try to do that. That can help give you guys an extra perspective from someone other than us too. But then from there, we're going to cover everything from midwives and what they're about, different types of counselors that you can use, prenatal and postpartum. You can need support throughout both of those periods. It's not just postpartum that can create issues with depression and stuff like that. So we're going to talk about that. I might even have some of those people come on with us and do a video. The videos are going to be quite linked with our blog. You're also going to see some familiarities with our Instagram and Facebook accounts. So make sure that you go on and like all of those and follow those. All of those are actually under Cambridge Birth and Parenthood when you're looking them up on Instagram and Facebook. And then from there, our website as well, which we'll put a link in the description down below to all of these things. But on our website, we do have a blog that we run quite regularly, and you're going to see, that's where you're going to see the most familiarity between our platforms is in our blogs. We're going to put a little bit more detailed information in those probably, so you can read through them, links to articles and fun stuff like that. And and then you can do that and reference that somewhere where you can't so much watch a YouTube video. So that's what we're going to do there. And yeah, so hopefully it'll create a hub of information for you that's easily accessible anywhere and any time and in any scenario, to make sure that if you have a question, you can simply go to our one of our sources and get those answers. So that's what this is going to be all about. So yeah, go to the links in the description below. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and we'll see you next time.